Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kayla and welcome. So one of my favorite recipes to make in the spring and summer months is fruit salad. And honestly, I don't care what type of fruit salad it is, it can be any variation, and I promise you I'm gonna love it. I just love me some fruit salad. But today's recipe with the yogurt dressing is easily one of my favorite fruit salad recipes, so you have to try it. And not only is it super refreshing, but it's also extra creamy, and then with the crunch from the added walnuts, y'all, I'm telling you, it is literally perfection. Plus, fruit salad is just a very easy and delicious way to get in extra vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, and it's a very easy way to make sure your kids are getting in a variety of fruits. So we're gonna be using 6 different types of fruit in today's recipe to get in a variety of different flavor and texture combinations, and then the added walnuts are what's going to give us that crunch factor, which to me is what really rounds out this recipe and takes it to the next level. And of course, I'm going to give y'all some substitution ideas as we make it, just in case something's not in season or you can't find it at the store. This recipe is super flexible. And as always, you can print off the recipe card over on the blog post. I have the full macro count listed over there as well. I'm going to have that linked for y'all in the description box below. But anyway, I'm ready to eat some fruit salad, so let's head to the kitchen and get started. So the first thing we want to do is wash all the fruit to make sure it's super clean. I like to give it a quick rinse first and then soak it in a baking soda vinegar mixture. I usually add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of baking soda and 2 to 3 tablespoons of vinegar. Now I'm using apple cider vinegar today, but you can also use distilled. So it's gonna fizz up at first, but once that fizz goes down, you'll wanna stir it around a little bit just to make sure that everything is evenly distributed, and then let that soak for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna do the same with the rest of the fruit. Just fill a bowl with water, add the baking soda and vinegar, and let it soak. And while the fruit's soaking, let's go ahead and prep the yogurt dressing. Now you can use any type of plain yogurt, whether it be regular, Greek, or dairy-free yogurt. But I will say that the Greek yogurt is gonna have more of that sour, tangy, slightly bitter taste. So personally, I prefer using either a dairy-free yogurt or a regular yogurt with this recipe. So into a mixing bowl, add in 1 cup of the yogurt, a 1/4 cup of raw honey, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and the zest and juice from 2 lemons. And the lemon juice is actually going to help to preserve the fruit a little bit longer, and it's going to keep the apples from turning brown. All right, give that a good mix until it's fully combined. And let's set that aside while we go rinse off the fruit. Go ahead and strain the water, and let's give it a really good rinse to remove any excess baking soda and vinegar. And by the way, I get asked this all the time, but the baking soda and vinegar does not affect the taste of the fruit at all, as long as you give it a really good rinse after soaking. And you want to make sure that the fruit is completely dry before prepping the fruit salad. This is very important because if it's still wet, it'll make the fruit salad too watery. And keep in mind, you can always rinse and dry the fruit the day prior if you want to speed things up. Once the fruit is fully dry, we can start prepping the fruit salad. I'm adding 2 cups of strawberries, and you can cut them into halves or fourths depending on how big they are. But you want to make sure that all of the fruit is fully ripe. Now it doesn't have to be overly ripe or it may get too soggy, but you definitely don't want to use unripened fruit in a fruit salad because it'll turn out way too tangy and bitter. So I feel like that's the most important tip when making any type of fruit salad recipe, is to make sure that the fruit is fully ripe, because that can make or break the recipe. Next, I'm adding 2 cups of fresh peaches, and I'm just chopping them into about 1-inch cubes. Peaches are in season right now in Texas, and they really add that extra twist to a fruit salad, in my opinion, not only in terms of flavor, but in texture as well. Now, if you can't find peaches where you live or they're not in season, you can also use apricots, or if you want to turn this into more of an autumn fruit salad, you can substitute them with pears. One of my favorite things to add to a fruit salad is grapes. So I'm adding 2 cups of whole grapes. Now you can use red or green grapes, it really doesn't matter. Personally, I don't really have a preference. I just pick up whatever's on sale at the store or is at my local farmer's market, and you can add them whole or you can slice them into halves. But I promise you, it's delicious either way. You can't have a good summer fruit salad without at least 2 types of berries, so I'm also going to add in 2 cups of blueberries. Now I know apples are not a summer fruit, so you can totally substitute them with mango, pineapple, or even mandarin oranges. But I just find that the apples add a really unique texture to this fruit salad because all of the other fruit that we've added so far is pretty soft in terms of texture, and the apples give it that extra crispy, crunchy type texture, which gives it more variety. So I'm chopping up 2 medium-sized apples, and the lemon juice in the dressing is going to help to preserve the apple and keep it from turning brown. And the last fruit that I'm adding is kiwi. Now you definitely want to make sure that the kiwi is ripe because if it's not, it's going to be really tangy. So when you go to pick it up, just sort of gently press against the skin. You want it to be slightly soft, but not too soft. I'm adding 4 kiwis and just slicing them into bite-sized pieces. And lastly, let's chop up 1 cup of walnuts. Now you definitely don't want to skip this ingredient because like I said earlier, this is what gives it that extra crunch factor and really elevates the texture of this fruit salad. Of course, you can substitute it with chopped almonds, chopped pecans, or even sunflower seeds. Let's pour the dressing over top and mix it together until everything is fully coated with the dressing. And just look at all these vibrant colors. This fruit salad is full of antioxidants and nutrients. It's perfect to make for the family or to take to pretty much any type of summer gathering. All right, now I'm gonna cover the bowl with some foil and let it marinate in the fridge for at least 2 hours before serving it, just to make sure it soaks up all those delicious flavors. But this fruit salad will stay fresh in the fridge for up to 4 days. And when you're ready to serve it, you can garnish it with some fresh mint leaves and dig in. This fruit salad is always a hit every time I make it. Well, all right, y'all, that is it for today's video. My creamy fruit salad recipe, and I really hope y'all give this one a try. It's perfect in the spring and summer months. Comment below if you do give it a try and let me know what you think about it. Don't forget, you can tag me in any of your recipe photos or your meal prep photos over on my Instagram, and I will reshare that on my stories. Of course, if you enjoy this type of content, healthy recipes, healthy meal preps, lifestyle advice, all that good stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. But that's it for today. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.